Hello and a warm welcome to a very special podcast series, She Diaries Trailblazers. This is a series in conversation with trailblazing women from all across the world, from North America to South America to Africa to Europe to India to China to Russia, rest of Asia, and of course Australia, New Zealand, many parts of the world. Our guests in these podcasts are trailblazers in their own right. They have accomplished great heights, surmounting many odds, smashing multiple glass ceilings along their way. Their journeys are stories of inspiration. Their achievements have set new benchmarks for people to achieve and dream of. My guest for this episode is Miss Ana Carolina Lisboa, founder and president Altis Lisboa Group. Delighted to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for your invite.
You know, you work in the area of mental health and you deal with burnouts. That's very, very rampant today in the lives that we lead, in the work that we do. You can see burnout being talked about almost like a buzzword in corporate towers across the world, from Delhi to London to anywhere where there's a lot of economic activity. You will see people talking about burnouts, and that's a very real problem. And you focus on women's mental health. You transition from you personally navigated a burnout phase yourself, and then transition into setting this up yourself. Tell me something about your journey and how did this come about?
Ok. Eu acredito que burnout é uma palavra muito recente
I believe burnout is a very recent word.
Mhm.
e que antes não dávamos nomes para isso,
Before we didn't have a name for it,
mas o nosso corpo já sentia.
but our bodies already felt it.
E essa foi a minha história. Porque quando eu era advogada, eu trabalhava muito
And that was my history because when I was a lawyer, I used to work a lot.
e sentia todas as questões físicas no corpo,
And I used to feel all the physical symptoms of burnout.
como dores de cabeça e muitos problemas inflamatórios.
I had a lot of inflammatory problems, migraines.
Mas pensava, não, tá tudo bem, vamos lá, temos que trabalhar.
But I used to think, no, that's okay, we just need to work, let's go.
Até que fui parar na mesa de cirurgia.
And I ended up on surgery.
Mhm.
E então o corpo começa a reagir.
Your body starts to speak.
Eu acredito que toda vez que alguém entra em estado de burnout,
I believe every time someone get in burnout,
eu gosto de falar que essa pessoa já passou por um processo de burn-in,
she's already burnt in,
Mhm.
como se ela tivesse implodido por dentro.
Mhm.
like she was exploding inside.
O excesso de cortisol no sangue
Mhm.
Very high levels of cortisol
faz com que problemas inflamatórios constantes aconteçam,
makes a lot of inflammatory problems to happen all the time.
mas quando a gente não considera eles,
But when you don't considerate it,
o cérebro inflama também,
our brain inflammates as well.
e aí a gente para.
And then we stop.
Porque fomos educados a fazer de tudo com o corpo,
We've been educated to do everything with our bodies.
mas quando a nossa cabeça para de pensar,
But when our mind stops thinking,
uau, o que aconteceu aqui?
we're paralyzed.
Absolutely. But what are the most common early warning signs of a burnout, particularly among high achieving women in leadership roles?
E entre um cenário mais comum de burnout entre mulheres que estão atingindo grandes levels.
Ok. Existem algumas pesquisas que falam que a idade, ao menos no Brasil, a idade em que as mulheres mais adoecem são dos 35 aos 60 anos.
There is a lot of research that says that the burnout age for women is from 30 to 35 years old.
E também mais de 80% dessas mulheres
And less than 80% of these women
adquirem alguma doença autoimune,
have a autoimmune
não somente o burnout.
disease, not only burnout.
O sistema autoimune
Your autoimmune
é como se o corpo estivesse brigando com ele mesmo.
it's your body defeating your own body.
E isso nas mulheres é muito mais comum.
And these on women is much more common than men.
No ano passado, no Brasil, tivemos mais de 500 mil pessoas pedindo licença dos seus empregos por questões de saúde mental.
Last year in Brazil, we had 500,000 people asking for absence for work because of mental health issues.
E mais de 70% desse público era mulher.
And less than 70% of this public were women.
o que uma mulher faz entre os 35 e os 60 anos.
Then you ask yourself, what does a woman do from 30 to 35?
Tem filhos, leva-os na escola, cuida da casa, trabalha, são muitas tarefas.
You work, you try to grow your career, you have to raise your children, you have to take care of the house, of your marriage.
You know, in your work of integrating psychoanalysis, neuroscience, and systemic approaches to mental health, how do you find unresolved family or relational dynamics contributing to stress at work?
Eu acredito que as dinâmicas familiares, elas contribuem 100%.
I think that family dynamics contribute 100% for it.
Muitas vezes pensamos que é o ambiente de trabalho, e é claro que existe um percentual a ser considerado no ambiente de trabalho.
Sometimes we think that it happens mostly because of the work environment.
No entanto, se uma pessoa já teve um lar disfuncional,
Otherwise, if you already had a dysfunctional home,
a sua autoestima, os modelos de relacionamento e tudo que ela aceita faz com que ela também permaneça nesses lugares.
all the patterns that this person have makes her to stay on these places of work.
E a possibilidade dela conseguir sair é muito mais difícil,
And the possibility of this person to ask to go,
porque ela se sente inferior, pensa que não vai conseguir outro emprego.
because she's repeating the patterns from her family.
And tell me something about the company itself, Altis Lisboa Group. What prompted you to start this? Why did you start this, and how are you going about building this company?
Ok. Tudo começou na pandemia, eu dava aula em universidades,
Everything started on the pandemic. So I was a teacher on universities.
era advogada
I was a lawyer,
e aplicava a psicanálise e a visão sistêmica dentro do direito,
and I used to apply psychoanalysis and systemic vision in the law,
para que eu não precisasse fazer processos judiciais. Então resolvíamos tudo consensualmente.
so I wouldn't go to the courts now.
Afinal, todos os processos jurídicos são antes emocionais.
At the end of the day, all the things and process that we take to the court, it was before a much emotional thing.
Mas com a pandemia, que fechou tudo, eu fiquei sem a universidade e com o escritório fechado.
So with the pandemic, I had to close my office and the university was shut.
E me perguntei, por que não dar aulas, assim como eu dava nas universidades, não fazer isso online?
And then I asked myself, why not do what I used to do in the university online?
E aí começou. Então, para minha surpresa, foram chegando pessoas do mundo inteiro e começaram a se interessar, a saber mais sobre as suas dinâmicas familiares, a como fazer para serem pessoas melhores, a como mudarem suas vidas. E quando isso ficou muito grande, nós fundamos então a nossa própria universidade.
And then, for my surprise, a lot of people started to connect to what I was saying, and then they start to see the impact, start changing their lives, start to come people from all over the world. And then, when the BTC programs and all the classes start to be big, then we founded the university.
What are the practical steps you will suggest to deal with this? So because there are invisible patterns that emerge before the symptoms manifest physically. There are invisible signs. What are the practical steps you would suggest for people to watch out for?
Passos práticos que você sugeriria antes disso virar sintoma físico, enquanto ainda é algo invisível, o que a pessoa pode fazer para não deixar chegar no físico?
É muito desafiador identificar o invisível, mas antes de chegar no sistema físico e inflamatório, essa pessoa vai começar a ter insônia, vai ter a sensação de que possui uma névoa mental.
You need to be aware of the symptoms before starting to get physical. So it's challenging to see and to understand when it's still invisible, but normally you start to have a mental fog, you start having lack of sleep, so you need to be aware of these symptoms.
E é nesse momento em que ela precisa dizer, não é normal.
And in this moment you need to say to yourself, this is not normal.
Então, passos muito práticos são aterrar os pés no chão, Chamamos isso de grounding e é extremamente necessário pelo menos uma vez ao dia.
So the first thing is try to go back and reconnect with your body. Some very simple thing I would do is grounding. So just put your steps on the floor in the nature, try to connect.
Esquecemos de ter conexão com a natureza e precisamos fazer com que o nosso corpo aterre. Ficamos muito conectados com as telas e com os campos eletromagnéticos e é necessário que façamos o aterramento.
This is very important because we don't have connection with the nature anymore. We're just very connected to everything, all the screens, all the technology. And we need to remember to reconnect with ourselves in the nature.
A respiração é extremamente necessária e também a exposição ao sol. Através da vitamina D, conseguimos regular o nosso sistema imunológico.
Breathing is the most important thing. So when you feel those things, just remember to take a deep breath, try to acknowledge your body a little bit more. Try to be in the sun. Vitamin D is very important for that as well.
São passos simples,
Very simple steps.
mas nós esquecemos no dia a dia, não pegamos mais sol, entramos no carro, já chegamos na empresa, não colocamos os pés no chão, não tomamos água e com tudo isso o corpo colapsa.
You could consider this very simple and easy steps, but we literally forget to do this anymore. Nowadays, we wake up, we enter in the car, ended up in the office, go back home, we don't see the sun, we don't connect to the nature anymore, and we just accumulate a lot of information.
E não é sobre passar o dia inteiro, são 10 minutos, já salva a vida.
You don't need to do this every day, all the time. These are around like 10 to 20 minutes of breathing.
Absolutely. Tell me the most interesting case or something that made you to think, something that your client came up to you and told you and forced you to think differently.
Algo que te marcou de algum cliente, o caso mais interessante que algum cliente chegou para você e te fez pensar diferente.
Nossa, são tantas.
We have loads.
Mas teve uma em particular que mexeu muito comigo, que ela chegou com um diagnóstico de câncer terminal e ela não tinha nem semanas de vida, segundo o médico.
There was one that was very important to me because she came to me hopeless and saying she was in a terminal cancer. She didn't have a very much perspective of life.
E ela foi ao nosso evento e disse: se eu só tenho mais 2 semanas, eu vou vir aqui e eu vou me divertir e eu quero me perdoar e perdoar todas as pessoas da minha família.
And then she came to our event and she came to me and said, if I only have a few weeks of life, I want to be on these 2 weeks connecting to myself, trying to forgive myself, trying to reconnect with my family.
E naquele evento nós levamos ela para cima do palco, tínhamos cerca de 4.000 pessoas lá e pedimos que todos emanassem energia positiva para ela.
And on that event we took her to the stage. We had 4,000 women on that event and we asked everyone to give her some energy.
E naquele momento eu acredito que ela tenha recebido tanto amor, um amor que talvez ela não tenha recebido durante a vida.
And on that moment, I think she received so much love that she probably never felt that amount of love before in her life.
Ela durou muito mais do que 2 semanas.
In the end, she lasted much more than 2 weeks.
Se formou conosco, fazendo durante o ano inteiro o curso de terapeuta.
And then after that, we graduated with her doing a therapy course to help other people,
Atendeu pessoas na cidade dela.
help people in her town,
Serviu como voluntária no ano seguinte no evento.
served on that event as a volunteer in the next one.
E depois do 3º ano,
And after the 3rd year of that,
quando ela estava em paz já com toda a família,
when she was actually in peace with her and her family,
já não fazia mais quimioterapia,
she was not doing chemos anymore.
resolveu ir para a cidade do interior
She decided to go back to the countryside
e viver os últimos anos da vida dela em paz.
and leave her last years in peace.
Então, quando ela faleceu, aquilo me tocou muito,
When she passed away, I was very touched
porque às vezes a gente vive a vida inteira de forma disfuncional
because sometimes we live a whole life dysfunctional
e não é preciso mais tanto tempo de vida,
and it's not needed so much more time of life,
mas o pouco que a gente tem é que de verdade seja vivido.
but live properly the little bit of life you have.
Absolutely. And a final question, there's so much of pressure in our lives now, particularly young women, young girls who are starting off in their careers, in their corporate careers, and the pressures are immense because there are targets to be met, etc., and deadlines to meet. And this is particularly true in emerging and fast-growing economies like India and the BRICS nations, which is where the axis of economic activity is moving towards very rapidly. How do you think community-based education systems that are women-led can make a real impact in dealing with mental health situations?
Mais
Com
ou
as
menos.
coisas mudando tão rápido em países que estão crescendo e são países emergentes, como você acha que negócios que são liderados por mulheres e que têm senso de comunidade podem realmente fazer diferença?
A comunidade é a essência do presente e do futuro.
The community sense is the essence of present and future.
Nós vivemos uma pandemia de solidão,
We are living at the minute a pandemic of social
que é consequência do Covid.
that is a consequence from the
As pessoas se isolaram, estão
people
dissociadas
isolated.
com as telas
We are on the screens all the time.
e perderam a conexão consigo mesmos.
We lost the connection with themselves.
E as mulheres têm esse dom
And women have this gift
de trazer amorosidade,
of bringing love,
beleza, acolhimento,
caring,
alegria
joy
para tudo onde elas chegam.
for everywhere they go.
Então, eu acredito que não é só sobre as mulheres,
So I believe it's not only about women,
mas é sobre os homens
but men.
também potencializarem o feminino que existe neles.
Also potentialize the feminine energy that is inside them.
Porque existe em vocês
Because there is
a amorosidade, a beleza, o cuidado,
love, beauty, caring,
a criatividade
creativity,
e a força.
and strength.
É uma liderança que não é mais linear,
We need a leadership that is not linear,
e sim circular.
and yes, a rounded leadership.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Carolina,
Thank you.
for taking the time out and dropping by to have this conversation with us and sharing your deep insights and perspectives on a range of issues.
Thank you.